joining me this morning. Oh, it's so good to have all of you on. So thank you. I'm going to wait for just a second so this machine will warm up this morning. Yeah, I'm looking at my little circle go round and round. There it is. Okay, here we are. Good morning. It is a beautiful Monday. It is Memorial Day, and oh my gosh, my heart is just absolutely so full of good and wonderful feelings this morning. My family and I are in Park City, Utah. We have had the most tender experiences with decorating the gravesites of our loved ones, and I just can't even express to you what a beautiful privilege that has been to be able to do. And I hope to be able to honor our parents, our grandparents, my son, of course, who passed away several years ago. I hope to be able to do this really every year that I possibly can. So let's begin. Let's bring you on. Hey, Paige, great to have you. Kay, thanks for coming on. You know, this is early. We started a couple hours early because of the Memorial holiday today, and I really appreciate that you guys are coming on. So good morning, good morning. Hi, Susan. Good morning to you as well. And I know Lindsay is on. Thank you for coming on. All right, Becky. Hey, Becky. It's great to have you on as well. So thank you, thank you. We've got more coming on, but I want to start in because I want to kind of go back to last week's subject. Okay, last week we talked about how to trick your brain by asking yourself a really good question. And the question that I posed to all of you to kind of do a quick brain trick is, how can I be the hero of the situation? How can I be the hero? You see, because when you ask your brain good questions, like how-to questions, it will come up with good advice. So you got to make sure that you ask a really positive question, because whatever you ask, the brain doesn't know the difference between positive and negative. It'll just come up with an answer. So what positive thing did you ask yourself last week? I hope it was, how can I be the hero of this situation? And then your brain went on overdrive to come up with some ideas, right? Yeah, exactly. So just remember how simple this tool is, and that when you do use it, it could be one of your very best go-tos. I promise you, okay? So I've got a couple of people on the call this morning. It's so good to have you on. Hi, Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Jeanette. Okay, so tell me and tell everybody in the comment column, did you use this tool? And if you did, just a quick thing about maybe what it was all about, because this is my dream. My dream is to be able to create this format for all of you, for no matter if you're in business or not in business. You just want to have a dream to be a great mom. You want to have the dream to be a great member of your community. You have a dream to be able to build a business. Maybe you have a dream to start something nobody's ever thought of, or maybe your dreams are smaller because you're stepping into your bigger dream. Wherever it is, this format, this platform is to be able to supply some support and ideas for you to be able to do just that. Okay, so back to the question. Did you also put your Wonder Woman cape on? Okay, last week I showed you this picture. Love this picture. Wonder Woman, yeah. I mean, look at the determination in those brows. Girl, she did not have Botox. Yeah, and look at the armbands. Armbands are fighting off the forces of evil and some little firepower. Do you ever feel like you got to force off firepower? And look at that. Wow, that's the shape I want to be in game, don't you know? And then also, we're not seeing her cape here, but I know Wonder Woman has a cape, and I know she's got a power belt, so she's got tools. So imagine yourself being, I know it sounds a little crazy, imagine yourself being a superhero, but why not, right? Why not? Now today, we're going to change topics today. We're going to talk about dead horses because it is the topic. And let me begin with a little bit of a pre-statement about how this really ties in. So here's what I can share with you, and I know many of you know this, that when you have momentum in anything in your life, it sort of creates an unstoppable movement. Unstoppable movement. Momentum is powerful, and it many times will take on its whole life of its own. And I believe that momentum is like a secret weapon. It's big. It works so amazing. Whatever you're doing in your life, if you're exercising, writing a book, selling product, building a business, creating relationships, coaching people to move up, whatever you're doing, renewing an old relationship, momentum and motion is one of your most powerful tools. Do you agree with that? Okay, comment please. I'd love to hear that. Now let me give you an idea of what always makes me think of momentum, and that is a train. When a train is stopped, you can put a little 3-inch wood block behind one of the front wheels and it will never be able to move. No matter how much coal's put in there, It can't move. But once a train is moving at the highest speed, you can put several 3-foot concrete reinforced with iron, several of them right in front of a train, and it'll boom, right, go right through the train, right? Because it cannot be stopped. Now, having said that, let's talk about a time grabber that will distract your efforts, and it will also create an opposite of momentum. We'll talk about that, all right? But let's see, Kimmy Rosner is on. Hi, good morning. It's good to see all of your fun pictures of your family on Facebook too. What a darling family. You all have such darling families. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, and this is my observation, is that the lessons that I have learned in building a highly successful business have not come without some hard knocks and sometimes from really hurtful lessons. But we also know that the hardest lessons we have in business and life are going to be our greatest teachers, right? We know that. Okay, but we don't like to have them. But many times they're necessary for the next step that we need to go through. So don't stop those lessons. Let them come to you. And this could be one of them. It took me a long time to really learn this lesson. But once I got it, wow, what a huge relief. When I'm tempted to practice my old ways, I just have to remind myself of some experiences that I've had, and I usually change my thoughts and go, okay, yeah, I remember this, I'm not going to have that same lesson again. So one of my biggest time wasters was working with people who did not want anything, and it didn't matter where it was. I mean, it was all different places in my life, not just my business, okay? So I would tell myself stories about why they weren't engaging. I would make up excuses for them, okay? I would. Okay, they didn't have to come up with very many. I would make them up for them. And then one day, because we all know that didn't work, right? And then one day I found this very interesting, I don't know where it came from, but it said, this is wisdom from the Dakota Indians, and it's been passed on from generation to generation to generation. Okay, I'm about to tell you what it says here, but first I got to see who you are. Lynette, it's great to have you on, and Teresa, welcome home from your vacation. Debbie, hello Debbie, and Shelly, hi Shelly, my friend, great to have you. Really, I'm so pleased that you joined us this morning. Thank you. This is being recorded, and by the way, you could also find this all the sessions I've done for Rich Girl in the last year are going to be on YouTube, and it is under Suzanne Brothers Rich Girl, and it's an entire channel. Each session is about 15 minutes or less, okay? So here we go. What is the wisdom of the Dakota Indians? Okay, so let me just tell you what they say. Whenever you discover that you are riding a horse, a dead horse, then the best strategy is to dismount and get a different horse. Okay, sounds simple, right? I know you're probably all smiling. Ha ha ha, funny, 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 right? But however, there's a lot of wisdom in this. We all have a short dead horse list of possible prospects. We all have that short list, right? But we've been beating that short list for a long, long time. We have friends on there, relatives, past team members, current team members, who are not really interested and they don't respond, but somehow we will come up with more advanced strategies. And there are 14 really quick ones, and I'm just going to go through them. See where you're at in this, okay? See what strategies you use, because here's what we know, is that when we look at the truth of how we do things, we are given the ability to change it. But it's pretty hard to change something we don't know. Wouldn't y'all agree with that? So true. Okay, number one strategy that we've all used in riding dead horses is buy a stronger whip. Let that settle in for a minute. Or number two, ignore the situation and keep on riding. Or how about number three, make more phone calls, leave more messages. Number four, entice the dead horse to come to things and think that will inspire the horse to rise from the dead. Number five, lower the standard so that the dead horses can be included. Number five, reclassify the dead horse as living impaired. Number seven, go to events and search the internet looking for magical things that will make the dead horse rise again. Number 8. How about this? Harassing several dead horses at the same time in order to increase their speed. Well, or how about this one? This is what I know I am guilty of. Providing additional information and training to increase the dead horse's chances of rising from the dead. Number 10, thinking it's not the dead horse that is the problem, but the opportunity of the arena that they are riding in. How about this? Number 11, rewrite the expected performance requirements for all dead horses. And I've done this one too. I'm so guilty of this. Number 12, look for just the right prize or the right incentive to give the horse, to make the horse get up and live again. All right, you guys, we got 2 more. Let's see where you're at on this. All right, how about this one? Number 13, doing busy work so we don't have to think about all the dead horses or do anything about like replacing them. Or number 14, which is the hardest one, you guys, the hardest one, believing that we only deserve dead horses. Okay, now, what I just went over with 14, and I know they kind of make you smile, but there's a lot of truth in this. This list was not put together to make anybody feel bad. It's just that we want to take a look at what's real and work with what's real. I know that many of you have huge dreams, and your dreams can actually infuse other people. It happens all the time. It happens whereby someone has a small dream and they watch you, they look at you, they're trained by you, they're around you, they're infused with your enthusiasm, they're infused with your bigger dream mentality, and their dream starts to come alive. That happens a lot. But they have to start with a dream first, something. All right, now here's what I know to be true, and I'm going to see how you guys have commented. Thank you, Becky. It is so true. Oh, yeah, so true. Paige, yeah. Oh, you are on number 13, Paige. Oh my gosh, I know that's a tough one, isn't it? Thanks for commenting on that. All right, so what do we do here? What do we do? We've got to move on. Take the experience as a lesson, right? Take the experience and then leave the experience behind, but keep the lesson. Many people that I have coached over the many years tend to hold on to the experience. Now, how do they do that? They hold on to the experience. They place a past experience that they've had, disappointment, something negative, something that somebody didn't do, and they pull that experience right into their future. And when they do that, their expectations is that whatever that happened in the past will happen again in the future. Oh my gosh, that is a crucial mistake, right? Because it's now in our thought line. We think that that the same thing will happen again and again. And that will create more negative experience because that's the energy that we are putting out, right? Exactly. And it will lower our results every single time. Not only that, but it's a big dream killer and it's a big motivational killer. Don't take your past and pull it into the future. The most successful people that I know have had the hardest lessons. They do not allow the negativity to slow them down or stop their progress. They learn how to do things differently. You guys, even after all these years, and I know many of you right here that are commenting, after all these years, we are all still learning valuable lessons. And you can't buy that kind of experience. You can't read that. You just sometimes just gotta have it yourself. Have the experience so you really get it. You know, I'm reminded that every single pro was once an amateur and every expert was once a beginner. The old ways that you have and I have, they won't open new doors. But we have to embrace change. Embrace change because it's vital. We may say we like change as long as someone else is doing the changing, right? But we make decisions based not on where we want to be, but we make decisions based on where we want to be, where we want to be, not where we are right now. Right now is fleeting. Make those decisions on where you want to go. It will make all the difference in the world. Now, for some of you, your dreams are huge. You want it all. You see it all. You want it all. In fact, you're like Cinderella. But for some of you, you're not necessarily thinking Cinderella thoughts. you're really thinking, I didn't really want the prince. I just wanted a night out and a great dress. Okay. So go with what moves you. Let me share with you that success is seldom convenient. In fact, it's hardly ever convenient. Most of the time, and the accomplishment and the feeling that you get when you are accomplishing is so much better than anything else. It's better than your birthday. It's better than shopping with your friends. It's better than your favorite television program because we do things and we get moving in the direction of our dreams and our goals. And what happens is our dreams and our goals increase and other people start coming beside us when they see a consistent dream that you are following. I can't tell you how many people are watching you to see if you will trip up, to see if you will falter, because that's their test if they will follow you. Is it fair? Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know if we could judge that or not. However, this is what I know. If we keep riding dead horses, it's going to frustrate us. It's going to steal our energy, and it will kill our budding new dream every single time. It will do it very fast. So you seldom, no, you never know. You never know the convenience. No, you'll never know it because success is not convenience. If you do, most likely, if you have this conversation with the same people over and over and over again, if you are riding dead horses and your conversation never leaves the same conversation, it should be a red flag that there's a dead horse here. You guys should never have to chase down a true champion. No, all you need to do is bring out their champion qualities, all right? You can work with the willing. Yes, you can. And you can make them capable. Along with that, you can take the willing and make them capable, but you cannot take the capable and make them willing. It doesn't work that way. But I really believe in blessing others, self-acknowledging, and acknowledging what they have brought into your life. And by doing that, I think that you're showing so much appreciation for people, whether they've been in your life for 3 minutes or 30 years. Some people are supposed to be in your life for a short amount of time. We're not always the ones that will determine that. However, we treat others as if they will all be lifelongers, and we always project that expectation. Always project that expectation. By doing that, projecting expectation that they're in your life forever, you're not only sowing the seeds of the future, but you're also showing forth great faith. Now let's just see where we're at here. Okay. Jeanette, thank you for commenting. Kara, hi Kara. Good to have you on. Susan, good to have you on. Becky, again, that's exactly right. Debbie, thank you. And Meg, thank you so much. All right, so today was a lesson on the Dakota wisdom of riding dead horses. And I know that this rings true. I know it brings a smile to your face, but also I want you to also know that when you seek out people who have a lot going for them, who have a lot of dreams, they may be harder at first because you're switching them to the dream that you're also following, or you're including them in the dream. Remember that your dream is going to really switch on and ignite a lot of people out there, no matter what your roles are in life. I know that my dreams have really affected my family. My dreams and my goals have affected them in countless ways. And at the end of the day, at the end of our life, that's what really matters, is the people that you've influenced and the people that you've touched. All right, you guys, so go out there and find some new horses. Love you, love you, love you. Thanks for being on this morning. Thanks for all of your comments. Appreciate you and having a beautiful Memorial Day. Bye for now.